I'm Jason, your host, and as always, I'm here with my amazing co-host, Julia.
Hi, everyone. Good to see you here. I hope you're ready for a fresh start today because we have something really exciting for you. How to use your morning routine to improve your English.
Yes, mornings are special, aren't they? The mind is fresh, the day is new, and it's the perfect time to give your English skills a boost. And the best part? You don't need hours, just a few simple steps, and you'll start seeing results.
Exactly. And don't worry, we're keeping it simple. No complicated exercises, no boring rules, just easy and practical habits you can actually do every morning.
By the end of this episode, you'll have a step-by-step morning routine that helps you listen, speak, think, and learn English naturally, even if you're super busy.
So grab your coffee, tea, or just your favorite morning drink, settle in, and let's start your day the English learning way.
All right, Julia, let's dive in. First, let's talk about why morning time is the best time for learning English.
So, Jason, why do you always say that the morning is the best time to practice English? Can't we just do it any time?
That's a great question, Julia. You can practice any time, of course. But here's the thing. Our brains are fresh in the morning. We haven't faced the stress or problems of the day yet.
Ah, I see. So the mind is calm and ready to absorb new things?
Exactly. Think of it like this. Your brain is like a sponge. In the morning, it's clean and ready to soak up new words, new phrases, and new ideas. Later in the day, after work or school, it's tired and distracted.
That makes sense. And I guess mornings also have fewer distractions, right? Phones, emails, messages, they can wait.
Yes, that's why even 10 to 20 minutes in the morning can be more effective than an hour later in the day. You'll learn faster and remember better.
Wow, just a small morning habit can really make a big difference. That's encouraging for busy learners.
Absolutely. And another reason, when you practice English in the morning, it sets the tone for the whole day. You start thinking in English, you speak more confidently, and your brain naturally keeps learning as you go about your day.
I love that. So it's not just about learning, it's about training your brain to think in English all day long.
Exactly, Julia. And don't worry if you're a morning person or not. Even if you usually wake up late, starting with a small 10-minute English habit in the morning can make a huge difference over time.
Perfect. So morning is calm, focused, and distraction-free. It's the secret power hour for learning English.
Yes. And now that we know why mornings are so powerful, let's talk about the first practical step you can do every morning to improve your English. Listening practice. All right, Julia. Now we're getting practical. The first step in your morning routine is simple. Start your day with English listening.
Listening first, not speaking?
Yes, listening is the foundation. When you listen, Your brain gets used to English sounds, rhythm, and pronunciation. You're training your ears before your mouth starts speaking.
I see. So, for example, I could listen to a short podcast or maybe a slow English video while having my breakfast.
Exactly. Even 5 to 10 minutes is enough to make a difference. And here's the trick. Choose something easy and interesting. Don't try to understand every word. Just focus on the main idea.
Ah, that's smart. I used to get frustrated trying to understand every single word.
Yes, that's a common mistake. Don't worry about knowing everything. Your brain will naturally start recognizing words and phrases. Over time, it gets much easier.
Should I take notes while listening, or just relax and listen?
Good question. For the morning, I suggest just relaxed listening. Absorb the sounds and rhythm. Later, if you want, you can write down a few new words or phrases. But the morning is mainly for listening and getting your brain ready.
Got it. So, start your day with English listening, even for a few minutes, and it will help with pronunciation, understanding, and confidence.
Exactly, Julia. It's like warming up before exercise. Just a short, focused listening session prepares your brain for the rest of your English practice.
Perfect. And I guess the next step after listening is speaking, right?
Yes. Step 2 is all about morning speaking practice, even if you're talking to yourself. Let's dive into that next.
All right, Jason. So after listening in the morning, what's next? Speaking practice, right?
Exactly, Julia. And here's the best part. You don't need anyone else to practice. You can speak even if you're alone.
Really? How do I do that without feeling awkward?
It's simpler than it sounds. Start by describing your morning activities in English. For example, I am brushing my teeth, or I am making tea.
Oh, so just simple sentences about what I'm doing?
Yes. The goal is to train your mouth and brain to work in English. It builds confidence, and slowly, you'll start thinking in English naturally.
And what if I make mistakes? I always get nervous about speaking wrong.
Don't worry about mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. The key is practice over perfection. Every time you speak, your brain improves, your pronunciation gets better, and your confidence grows.
That's reassuring. Should I also try to speak new words I learned during listening?
Absolutely. Try using 1 or 2 new words or phrases from your listening session. For example, if you heard delicious breakfast, you could say, my breakfast is delicious.
I love that. It makes learning more connected and practical.
Exactly, Julia. And another tip, speak out loud, not just in your head. Your mouth needs practice too. Even just 2 to 3 minutes of speaking every morning makes a huge difference over time.
So morning speaking practice is really about describing, using new words, and building confidence, all in just a few minutes.
Yes, and once you're comfortable, You can gradually add longer sentences and small conversations with yourself or others.
Perfect. And now I'm excited to know the next step. Thinking in English while doing morning tasks, right?
Exactly, Julia. That's step 3, and it's a very powerful habit for fluency. Let's dive into it next.
All right, Jason. So after listening and speaking, what's next? You said we should start thinking in English during our morning tasks. How does that work?
Yes, Julia. This is a very powerful step. While you do simple things in the morning, like brushing your teeth, making coffee, or walking, you start thinking in English instead of your native language.
So instead of translating everything, I just think in English directly.
Exactly. For example, when you brush your teeth, you can think, I am brushing my teeth. I am ready for the day. Today will be a good day.
So simple sentences. That makes it easy to practice without feeling overwhelmed.
Yes, and the more you do this, the more your brain starts automatically thinking in English. This is how fluent English speakers think. They don't translate in their heads.
I see. So even small daily tasks become learning opportunities.
Exactly, Julia. And you can also combine it with step 1 and step 2. For example, while drinking your coffee, you can listen to a short podcast and then repeat or describe it in your own words silently or out loud.
That's smart. It makes English practice part of my normal morning instead of something extra.
Yes, and don't worry if it feels strange at first. Just start small, a few sentences at a time. Gradually, your brain will get used to thinking in English naturally.
I love that approach. It's simple, practical, and doesn't take extra time.
Exactly. So remember, thinking in English during morning tasks helps your fluency grow naturally and prepares your brain for the rest of the day.
Perfect. And now I'm curious, what's the next step? Learning new words every morning, right?
Yes, Julia. That's step 4, and it's all about learning 3 to 5 new words every day. Let's explore that next.
All right, Jason, so we've listened, spoken, and thought in English. Now it's time to learn new words. How many words should we try to learn every morning?
Not too many, Julia. I recommend 3 to 5 new words every morning. The key is quality over quantity. Learning too many words at once can be overwhelming.
That makes sense. And how should we choose these words?
Pick words that are useful in daily life. For example, words about food, morning routines, feelings, or simple conversation phrases. Words you can use right away are the best.
Okay, and after I pick the words, should I just memorize them?
No need for long memorizing sessions. The trick is to use them in sentences immediately. For example, if your new word is delicious, you can say, my breakfast is delicious, or this coffee is delicious.
So the words become part of real life, not just something I memorize.
Exactly. And another tip. Review yesterday's words while doing your morning tasks. Even 2 to 3 minutes of review helps your memory a lot.
I like that. It keeps the learning natural and connected to daily life.
Yes, Julia. And remember, consistency is more important than quantity. 3 to 5 words every morning is much better than trying to learn 20 words at once and forgetting them.
Perfect. I can do that. And the next step is reading or writing a little English, right?
Yes. Step 5 is all about reading or writing a few simple sentences every morning. Let's dive into that next.
All right, Jason, so we've listened, spoken, thought, and learned new words. Now, what about reading or writing? How much should we do every morning?
Keep it short and simple, Julia. Even just 2 to 5 minutes of reading or writing every morning can make a big difference over time.
That sounds easy enough. So what should we read?
Pick something short and interesting, like a quote, a short paragraph from a story, or a simple English article. The goal is to see English in context, not to finish a whole book in the morning.
And writing? Should I write long sentences?
Not at all. Just 3 to 4 simple sentences about your day, your thoughts, or what you learned yesterday. For example, I listened to a podcast today. I learned 3 new words. I feel happy and ready for the day.
Oh, that's nice. It's short, practical, and easy to do every day.
Exactly. This helps with grammar, spelling, and confidence, and it also reinforces the words and phrases you learned earlier.
I like that approach. It's small, but it adds up over time.
Yes, Julia. Small, consistent practice every morning is much more effective than long, irregular study sessions.
Great. And I guess the next part is talking about common morning mistakes learners make, right?
Exactly. Let's go to step 6 and see what we should avoid.
All right, Jason, we've covered listening, speaking, thinking, learning words, and reading or writing. Are there any common mistakes learners make in the morning?
Yes, Julia, and it's important to be aware of them. The first mistake is trying to do too much at once. Some learners want to listen, speak, read, write, and learn 20 new words in the morning.
Wow, that sounds stressful.
Exactly. And stress is the enemy of learning. The second mistake is skipping days. Even one missed day can break the habit. Consistency is more important than long sessions.
So small, daily practice is better than long, irregular practice. Got it.
Yes. And the third mistake is waiting for the perfect time. Some learners wait until they have a full hour or feel perfectly ready. But morning routines work best when they're short and realistic. Even 10 to 15 minutes works wonders.
So the key is keep it simple, be consistent, and start immediately, even if it's short.
Exactly, Julia. Avoid these mistakes, and your morning English routine will be much more effective.
Great. And now I think it's time to summarize all the steps into a simple 20-minute morning routine for our listeners.
Yes, let's do that next.
All right, Jason. We've learned a lot today. Listening, speaking, thinking, learning words, reading, and writing. Can we put it all together into a simple morning routine?
Absolutely, Julia. Here's a 20-minute plan you can follow every morning. Listen to English 5 minutes. Podcast, video, or audio. Speak in English 3 minutes. Describe your morning or repeat what you heard. Think in English 3 minutes. While doing your morning tasks, learn 3 to 5 new words, 3 minutes. Use them in sentences. Read or write a little 3 to 5 minutes, short paragraph or simple sentences.
That sounds simple and realistic. Just 20 minutes and I'm practicing all the important skills.
Exactly. And the best part is, it fits easily into your morning and sets a positive tone for the rest of the day.
I love it. Consistency is the key. Even if it's short, doing it every day makes a huge difference over time.
Yes, Julia. Small steps every morning lead to big results in English fluency.
Perfect. And now, let's give our listeners some final motivation and tips to keep them going.
Yes, that's our last part. Motivation, final thoughts, and call to action.
Wow, Jason, I feel so motivated. It's amazing how just 20 minutes every morning can help improve English so much.
Yes, Julia. Remember, listeners, the most important thing is consistency, not perfection. You don't have to do everything perfectly. Just do a little every day, and your English will grow naturally.
And don't be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. Every time you speak, write, or think in English, your brain is getting stronger.
Exactly. Start small, stay consistent, and enjoy the process. Make your morning routine a fun habit, not a stressful task.
And here's a challenge for our listeners. Try this routine tomorrow morning. Just 20 minutes. See how it feels and notice how it sets the tone for your whole day.
Yes, and if you enjoyed this episode, like, subscribe, and share with your friends who want to improve their English. And don't forget to follow our podcast for more tips and routines that make learning English simple and fun.
You've got this. Remember, small daily habits lead to big results. Start your mornings with English and watch yourself grow.
Absolutely. Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll see you in the next episode. Have a wonderful English-filled morning.